It's now possible to erase negative emotions permanently. Any and all negative emotions. That means fear, sadness, anger, grief, humiliation, frustration, anxiety, worry, even stress can sometimes be just an old negative emotion. And when you release negative emotions from the past permanently, you also release the repeating negative thoughts that go with them and the repeating negative patterns in your life. Hello, my name is Arnoux Goran. I'm the inventor of the 7 Steps to Reprogramming Yourself, the world's most powerful and fastest way to permanently release negative emotions permanently. But one of my friends who recently interviewed me on his radio show, Dr. Michael McGee, who's a best-selling author and a psychiatrist, said, Arnoux, the fact that you're saying you can erase negative emotions permanently. So if someone thinks about something that happened to them that used to hurt them, and now they don't feel any negative emotion, well, that is a radical thing to say in modern psychology. People don't believe they can do that. The fact that you can actually do it makes you a genius. Now, I don't need to be called a genius because what I need and what I desire is for everyone on this planet to learn how to release their negative emotions permanently. When I witness people transforming their lives, that brings me the greatest joy and fulfillment imaginable. Just recently, in the most recent live 7 Steps to Reprogramming Yourself 3-day weekend, Christy came up on stage and shared with us that after 30 years of marriage, she was ready to call it quits with her husband. They were planning a divorce. And after erasing her anger about him, suddenly everything changed. You don't have to take my word for it. Watch her video below. There are so many stories like hers, not just about relationships, but about every subject you can imagine. When you watch her video, you'll see one of my other students who's now a certified trainer, Vangelis. Vangelis became a self-made multimillionaire through taking my programs. And now he's one of our certified trainers, transforming lives all over the planet. Now you might be wondering for yourself, well, how do I sign up for this training and how does it work? It's very simple. When you sign up, you'll receive access to our online training program where you can watch the video of me teaching the entire 3-day course. It's 12 hours of training, and within the first day or first 4 hours of training, you'll be able to do the 7 steps to reprogramming yourself at its slowest pace and start erasing negative patterns, emotions, and thoughts permanently. By the second and third days, you'll be able to do it 10 times as fast. Now, your registration comes with a ticket to the live course. I would recommend picking the earliest date because you don't want to wait to learn this. The moment you start changing the unconscious programming inside of you, the moment your life begins to change forever. Literally, you'll change your present and therefore your future. I know a lot of people will tell me, and you're probably watching right now thinking, I've been looking for this my whole life. Well, then just go ahead and get started. But if you have more questions, I've answered all of them down below. And there are hundreds of testimonial videos. And if there's a question I didn't answer, let us know. One of the beautiful things about our training when you sign up is that you'll get access to our Facebook group. It's a private group for graduates only, where you can ask as many questions as you want. My current billable rate for private sessions is $770 an hour. So if you email a question to me, you're going to be billed $770. But if you go on our Facebook group, you can post as many questions as you want for free. Now, what is that worth to you? Now, not only will you have access to the training online, on demand, instantly, and be able to watch the whole thing because it's all digital, right now on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet, without having to wait a minute, and have unlimited question and answer in our Facebook group included, you'll also have a ticket to the live course, which is very powerful. The group dynamic is mind-blowing. I may not be the instructor there, but if you go through more advanced courses, you might actually get to meet me in one of our advanced courses that I teach. What are our guarantees? Well, there's a 100% money-back guarantee for any reason. Listen, other people out there are BSing a lot and saying they can do a lot of things, which a lot of people are saying they can reprogram the unconscious mind and release negative emotions who can't. Can't do it at all, can't do it permanently, or they can do it but it takes 20 years. Not in a matter of minutes. The average time to erase a negative emotion with the 7 steps is 20 minutes. That is the fastest method in the history of mankind. So we can guarantee that. And you have a 100% money-back guarantee. Once you sign up, that's when the guarantee begins. And you can see for yourself, you'll be able to finish the course and clear many, many, many issues before your guarantee expires. Sounds a little bit too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, just remember what Jim Rohn said. Jim Rohn said, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably true. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Now, how much does it cost? Well, if you go to get your degree in psychology, like my friend Dr. Michael McGee said, you're going to learn that you can't get rid of negative emotions permanently. You're not going to learn how to do it. In fact, it's even worse when they limit your mind by convincing you that there is no way. That is actually quite unhealthy, and it's antiquated. We live in a world now where we can erase negative emotions permanently. But if you were to go get your degree from Oxford or Harvard or Yale, a master's or PhD in psychology, how much would that cost you? $20,000? No way. Even your 1 year of tuition is more than that. Well, you have to get your bachelor's and your master's, and oh my God, we're talking $100,000 more? Boy, it's expensive to get an education, isn't it? Now, if we wanted to promote this only to the top 1% of income earners on the planet, then we would charge at least $100,000 for it, if not $1 million. I mean, what's it really worth to erase negative emotions permanently and change your life? Of course, it's priceless. But we don't want to just reach the top 1% of people. My goal is not to do that. I told you my fulfillment comes from helping and transforming lives, from people coming up on stage and hugging me and saying, thank you for saving my life. People saying they've cleared their molestation or rape trauma that haunted them and they were suicidal and now they're not. That's what I want. I want peace on earth. I want a world of abundance and harmony. And I know that this is the way to make it happen. When every individual clears out their own negative emotions and changes their lives, then we see the whole planet change. So we're going to make the course available to everyone, price-wise, available to the average person. Now we're going to do a test on the pricing to see if every single person will sign up at this test price. I don't know how long the test will go. It's up to my team. Probably only a few days, maybe only a few hours, maybe even less time. But for however long the test price is there, go ahead and sign up and get started. You have your money back guarantee. You'll get access by email and by text right after you register, and you can begin watching the training of me. Pick the earliest date that makes sense for you. If you don't know what date you want to come to yet, save your ticket for a future date, and there you go. I'll see you in the training.